Hey, uh, my name is Eric. I'm person 4. Couple things clear up. I don't really call it poll of the day. I call it POTD, despite the whole four-letter abbreviation for it. I still call it poll of the day, or I still call it POTD. Um, I'm making this video because I'm bored and it's something for us to discuss. Um, if I didn't mention you, then that's probably because I don't like you, or don't know you, or don't know you well enough. I know there's a few of you who are all like butthurt that I'm not mentioning because I did post the list, but oh well. I'm just going alphabetical on that list that I saw. Let's start with oh boy. Oh, this got me shits and gigs. Amelia. Um, why is she on that list? No honorable mention or anything, but why? Why is she on that list exactly? Isn't she 9 or something? Really, really young. Anyway, next guy. Andrew Sparky. See, I don't mind the guy. I have to get to know you a little better. I don't mind you, but you seem like you hate a lot of people. I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 10. Chandler Appenfeld. No, that's what I'm just gonna. Kleenex, Lexine. I don't know why people call you Kleenex. They're just too lazy to read. You know what? I'm too lazy to read, and you'll see about that in a second. Chandler, or I guess whatever people call you. Me and Chandler go back a long way away. Probably about 5 years ago. We were talking on the Diamond and Pearl boards before I even came to POTD. 2 years later, so we go back quite a bit. But she's one of my favorite people. I'll give her a 9 out of 10. Here's another one that seemed to catch me off guard. Chelsea Hookham or something. ATV girl. Okay. Fun fact, no special mention for her or anything. I saw that, but then I remembered the day that I came to Poll the Day, POTD, was the day that she made the apology topic, and that's how I remember my anniversary of it, I guess. And so when I came and she made that apology topic, I said, I'm sorry, what the hell is going on here? And someone posted that she faked the death of her boyfriend, and I was like, okay, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. And then the guy said, what are you talking about? That's not funny. And then I said, dude, this is the internet. Who really gives a shit? Cherry Black Cherry. Okay, so I don't know a lot about you other than the fact that you just graduated with a degree in something, and I think you're adorable. Creepy, but alright, that's true. 8.5 out of 10. Alright, Mr. Melodramatic, who I have him on Facebook as Christopher. You know what? I actually read your last name this entire time as Cheviera or Chevierera or some shit like that because, again, I was just too fucking lazy. Like, that's happened with numerous people on this list. I've never taken the time to actually read their last name, so I just kind of glance across and then I'll call them that for the remainder of time that we're friends on Facebook. But I like you. I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10. Dalton McCabe. Dalton, okay. When I first saw his username on Poll of the Day, I thought people were, well, the way people were talking to him, they were like getting along friendly with him, and so just Dalton M. I pictured him as like this 6'5" guy with like girls and bitches following him around everywhere, and him just like walking around trying to show off his six pack through a shirt, just like Dalton, something intimidating. That's just how I pictured him. And I guess I was wrong. You're an alright guy. 7.4 out of 10. David Ware, otherwise known as Smart or Slavelart. I have no idea how often you get that. David is my favorite person in the world. So I'm currently self-publishing a book of my own, and it's dedicated to him because the guy was just out in Afghanistan, and the fact that, like I said before, he's a pretty cool guy. Badass all around. I plan to go to Boston to see you, David. We're gonna go see a Bruins game. We're gonna go see a Celtics game. We're gonna get shit faced, and then we're gonna fly Chandler up here, and then have a threesome. And then we're gonna play Twister and get drunk again, the whole 9 yards. 10 out of 10. Gerald, Gerald Growrold. So I like this guy too. And another funny mispronunciation. I was drunk when I was reading his name one time, so I was like Gerald Argentina. That's what I refer to him as. And then another time I was even more shit-faced, and I was trying to write something on Facebook, and I saw a news feed of his. And so my buddy asked me what I was doing at the desk, and I was just like, I couldn't read for shit, right? I mean, everything was just double vision and blurry. So I was like, checking out this guy's profile. Why? What are you doing? He's like, whose profile are you checking out? I was like, Gerald Argentina. I have it on video. I'll have to show you sometime. Harry Timmons. Leos. Oh boy. Another visualization. I pictured Leos as the same way I pictured Dalton, but looking like Jake Gyllenhaal actually, and having girls follow him everywhere he goes. I've now learned that that is clearly not the case of the situation, but you'll find love. No, he's a favorite guy of mine. And by the way, all those yaws you were posting on the on Facebook about the Patriots games, I read those in like a Yosemite Sam voice. So every time that I read that on my wall, I read it as not as yeah, go Patriots. I read it as yeah, or something obnoxious. Ian White, Microx, Ian White, Horn Dog, Hamlet, Harlem. So I've had him on my Facebook for a while, but I think we've said less than 100 words together. And so I think I photoshopped a picture of him that he had up of what I thought was him. I think it was like a person leaning over a railing or something, and then I photoshopped it so it had Kermit the Frog's face. And then after he told me that that's not a picture of him, so I was like, oh, that's about the only story I have. Oh crap, I think I forgot to give Harry a rating. And Gerald. Gerald, you get a 9 out of 10. Harry, you get 8.8 out of 10. And Ian, you get a 7.6 out of 10. Jake Small Pope, who's Hey, I'm Jake. Bitches love Jake. I love making fat chicks and party hat jokes with Jake. A favorite thing of mine that he said was actually not on Poll Today, but on a blog, and he was posting about how he was playing Zelda, and he's like, I'm using Princess Ruto as a shield, because fuck her. And that cracked me up. I get cracked up a lot more than I should from everyone in this group, and I don't know why. The last couple weeks I've spent at university, whenever I have an hour's break or so, I'll go sit on the bench, or maybe go grab a bite to eat, and I'll be going over things on my phone or my laptop, and I'll look at some of the shit you guys have said, and I'll just crack up, and I think, I don't know, a couple people are probably staring at me wondering what the fuck's wrong. But Jake cracks me up quite a bit. 9.5 out of 10. Jen Stack, Gen 0125. Okay. I love Jen. I don't understand why so many Poll-Todayers are stuck up assholes toward Jen. I find Jen to be one of the funniest people. And I've noticed a lot of the time she says something funny, it cracks me up to, like I said before, it cracks me up enough for people to start staring at me, and I'll look like some complete fucking idiot. A lot of the time when she does say something funny, she wins the internet for the evening a lot. I don't know, I've posted that numerous times since this group started. I'll be like, and this person or that person or this user wins the internet for the evening because That's probably like the hardest I've laughed that day or that week or something. And a lot of the time it goes to Jen. Um, 9.4 out of 10. Jonathan van der Kooi. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. So we'll just call you Flint, because that's who you are, aren't you? So, newsflash, I now live in the same city as another Poll of the Dayer, POTDer. John, boy, I want to meet up with you, and I want to go get drinks, and I want to get shit-faced. But enough so that I can still walk home, because I don't think I'm actually going to be here in the city very long. It's not my really cup of tea, so I think I'm going to go to university elsewhere, but before I leave, you and me have to go get a beer. POTD wise, I really like you, so 9 out of 10. Who is this Julio Flores guy? Loixage. I don't know. All I know is that I gifted him 1,000 Wii points once so that he could download Majora's Mask. That's all I got. June. Okay. Here, another mispronunciation, I bet. Well, I know it is. I pronounce her name as June Arachno. Because, like Christopher Chaviera, I was too lazy to read the screen. But I like you, and nothing else to add, so we need to start talking again. I'm going to give you a 7.9 out of 10. Infinite Sora, I don't know anything about you, so start to know me. We'll talk more and shit. Everyone seems to love you. Quam, I am now gone. So he's so gay he can't even drive straight. Well, not really, but really. I'm glad that there's someone else as excited for Resident Evil 6 as I am. That's all I got. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10. Matt Hibbard, Master Smuggler. So, some of you remember when I did that Poll of the Day fights a couple of years ago. It was like fucking 6 months after I joined Poll of the Day. And I would go on Microsoft Paint and I would draw a picture of the first thing that came to my mind when I read that user's username. And so, Master Smuggler, I can't remember, he looked like a puppeteer with a floating head and a floating set of hands, but he managed to break his way through the bracket and he won. But I think I'm gonna have to start that again. But as for Matt, I really like the guy. 8.5 out of 10. Mary McDonald. Dive to blue, as you said. That's how you pronounce it. You seem like you hate a lot of things, a lot of people. So I'll still give you a chance, and that's all I got. 7 out of 10. Nico Temeric, right? Nico? I know that's not Temeric's not your last name, but I don't really give a shit. I like your name, and I'll throw in a gun comment because you think your thing was going to be about guns, and that didn't even come to my mind. But I guess I guess that's what you want. So guns. There you go. You get a gun comment. And here's a fun fact. I hate it when people take a picture of themselves in the mirror. They go up with their phone. They're like, and fucking look like an idiot in the mirror. And Nico is the first guy I've ever seen to be able to pull that off. First person I've seen to not look like a complete fucking idiot while doing that. So I was like, damn. I mean, no, I'm straight as a line of coke, right? But I mean, like, nice. That kind of thing. No homo. 8.6 out of 10. Rachel Schoen. So, I read your name as Harina. Is that right? I doubt that's right. But this is a funny story. I actually met a girl named Harina, right? I was at a bar with my buddy, and he was sitting right beside me. And then this girl it was like a square, right? So while we were sitting on one side, she was sitting on another. And so we got talking. And I asked her name. She's like, Harina. And I was like, that's lovely. Because I've never heard that before, right? And so while she got up to go to the bathroom, I talked to my buddy and I was like, have you ever heard that name? He's like, no. And I was like, dude, that's like how it fucking Asian person says my mom's name, because my mom's name is Helena, right? So now picture like an Asian with like this heavy accent trying to say my mom's name, Harina, right? And so I had another friend sitting on the other side, way over there, and he was like, "What's her name?" And I said, Harina, and he's like, "Hernia?" And so, yeah, I know that's not related to Rachel at all, but that was a fun story to tell. But I don't know a lot about you, but people seem to love you, and I guess you're pretty funny and entertaining. 8.2 out of 10. Randy Sierra Hall. Randy! Right, scroll button. Is that fucking capable? Right. I know nothing about you except for the fact that you watch football and that you live in Florida. I want to come to Florida so that you and me and Chandler can go, like, get shit faced and have a fun time. Does that sound good to you? But I've never been there. I don't know anything about that place, so you'll have to show me. 9 out of 10. Sean Lucas Shanka. I find you to be a cool guy and a straight up douchebag at the same time. I mean, I'm sorry to break your balls, but I'm not sure which side to join. So I'm going to give you a 7.5 out of 10. And Tess Murray. Red Wings. I love Tess, or Tabitha, or whatever you want it to go by. I bet I wasn't supposed to call you that. It's good to see that another poster besides David likes hockey. But Tess is fucking awesome. I mean, I don't know a story to tell or anything else, but I mean, I guess one memory that I have is we were all in Tiny Chat one time, and I think you made out with your friend. Yeah, everyone agreed to like take their shirt off, and so you started making out, or you started making out with your friend if everyone took their shirt off. So it's like, I'm in. Fucking took that shit off. And then there was just another time where it was just you and me in Tiny Chat, and you were making food. And then you went out for a smoke, took the laptop with you, talked a little bit, then you went back inside, and you left me forever alone on the internet because I guess your cooking was more important. Whatever. I love Tess. Tess is my favorite. I sent her a Detroit Red Wings ornament for Christmas. I saw them in October, and they were like $30 per team, and I was like, Jesus, that's fucking insane. And then as it got closer to Christmas, I noticed they got a lot cheaper. So I was like, huh. And I asked to see the Red Wings one, and it was on sale for $5. And so I was like, sure, why not? I'll do a good holiday deed. And I got her a Red Wings ornament. And I also sent her 3 Kinder Surprise, because I guess in the States, Kinder Surprises are illegal. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but I sent her 3 Kinder Surprise, so I mean, that's gotta be one hell of a good Christmas present. And those are the only people I had on the list. I bet I missed a couple of people, and a couple of people are gonna comment on the video. Where am I? Why didn't you comment on me? Well, like I said before, either I don't know you well enough, or I just plain don't like you. So if you made it to this list, either you made it because you were a joke, such as Chelsea Hooker and Blow, whatever her last name is, the Jedi chick, and that 9-year-old girl, Amelia. What the hell happened to her? Huh.